Today I want to brief you about the history of the Bible, which is termed to be the Word of God. Many people seem not to understand the concept of the inception of the book called the Bible. Therefore, they find it difficult to accept and believe in it. But I will like you to give me a minute of your time to find this truth. Now let's dive into it. Hebrew Bible, popularly known as the Old Testament, were written around the 12th to 2nd century BCE, mostly in Hebrew with a few sections in Aramaic. The key sections include the Torah, or Pentateuch, the prophets, and the writings. These texts tell the story of the Israelites, covering themes like creation, covenant, law, prophecy, and wisdom. In the 3rd century BC, Jewish scholars in Alexandria, Egypt, translated the then Hebrew Bible into Greek. This translation was known as the Septuagint and was widely used in the Hellenistic world and by early Christians. The New Testament was written between 50 and 100 AD. These 27 books include the Gospels, Acts of the Apostles, Epistles, and the Book of Revelation, were written in Greek. They document Jesus' life, the spread of early Christianity, and teachings of early Christian leaders. By the 1st century, this Jewish canon was recognized by most of the Jewish communities as sacred texts. The final form of the Hebrew Bible was later confirmed by Jewish councils, particularly at Jamnia around 90 AD. The early Christians then adopted the Septuagint as their Old Testament and developed the New Testament canon over time. The process was largely completed by the 4th century, though some variations in accepted books existed. Councils like the Council of Rome, 382 AD, and the Synod of Hippo, 393 AD, helped formalize the canon in the Western Church. In the late 4th century, St. Jerome then translated the Bible into Latin. His work became the standard Vulgate Bible for the Western Church for over 1,000 years. Other various translations then appeared in Syriac, Coptic, and Gothic as Christianity spread. During the Middle Ages, other translations were made into local European languages, even though they were often restricted due to church concerns over doctrinal control. In the 16th century, the Protestant Reformation spurred widespread translation, as reformers like Martin Luther translated the Bible into vernacular languages. The invention of the printing press in 1455 allowed mass production by making the Bible widely available. Numerous translations in the 19th and 20th centuries aimed for both accuracy and accessibility. Therefore, scholars analyzed ancient manuscripts to reconstruct the most accurate version of the biblical text, comparing sources like the Dead Sea Scrolls and Codex Sinaiticus. A popular modern English translations, including the King James Version, New International Version, and the New Revised Standard Version, were therefore come to force. Today, the Bible is accepted as the most secret book. By God as an authentic book of God, remains one of the most widely read and translated books, with versions in over 3,000 languages. Its influence spans literature, law, ethics, and art, shaping many aspects of Western culture and beyond. Each stage in Bible history reflects the dynamic relationship between faith, culture, and history, showing how the Bible has been preserved, interpreted, and shared across generations.